Around the Ozarks is now on your FM radio. Listen to Around the Ozarks mornings with Grace Gooley as I spotlight local people, stories, and podcasts, all while playing the country legends of the 90s and the hit makers of the 2000s. It's on the Ozarks' best country, 105.1 The Bull. It's time for Around the Ozarks News, sponsored by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Thompson Sales, Advanced Car Care, Smouse Brothers, and United Plumbing. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Howdy, howdy. Good morning to you on Tuesday. Hope you're off to a good week so far. And we're going to get off to a good day on this Tuesday and tell you about some news.
All right, here it is. A fire destroyed a vacant restaurant building in Branson. Firefighters were called overnight to the former Pizza Hut near Branson Hills Parkway and the Highway 65 interchange. That restaurant hasn't been open for some time. That fire destroyed the building. Crews were able to keep the flames from spreading to nearby businesses. No injuries to report and no word yet on what sparked the fire. That is under investigation. A man is facing a felony charge accused of making threats to a local domestic violence shelter. Wow. Court documents show 32-year-old Philip Bates called the Harmony House crisis line more than 1,300 times between March 7th and March 11th, demanding to speak with a woman who he believed was staying at the shelter. He's accused of making threats when the staff refused to let him speak with her. As a result, Harmony House went into an emergency security lockdown last week. Bates is now charged with making a terroristic threat. Police are looking for him.
Wow. Heads up for you if you're headed up to Lake of the Ozarks area. The Missouri Department of Transportation is closing Bagnell Dam Boulevard in Lake Ozark tomorrow for culvert replacement work there. That is tomorrow. The shutdown runs from Route W to Valley Road between 6 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. Again, that's tomorrow. Local property owners will still be able to access their driveways. Through traffic, we'll have to figure out a way around. And then there's this. The Missouri Conference of the United Methodist Church has suspended a clergy member over her ties to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. The Reverend Stephanie Remington is accused of failing to disclose that she worked as an administrative assistant and property manager for Epstein on his infamous private island. Court officials say they were unaware of the connection until recently released documents referenced her name numerous times. Now, she was a pastor at various UMC churches in Missouri from 2001 through 2016. Remington has been suspended for 90 days while a disciplinary investigation is underway. Again, this is the United Methodist Church. She said she never witnessed any wrongdoing during her time working for Epstein on his island.
Wow.
That's a weird connection.
Yes, it is. Missouri lawmakers are moving to tighten the rules in the state's micro-business cannabis program. A legislative committee approved new regulations that would require ownership reviews before licenses are issued. State regulators say some applicants have used eligible individuals as front operators to obtain licenses. Out of 105 micro-business licenses issued so far, 35 have already been revoked for violations. The updated rules still need to go through additional filings before they can take effect later this spring. The Missouri Department of Revenue is warning you about a wave of scam text messages. I have been getting them too. The messages claim to be from the Missouri DMV and say recipients owe money for overdue traffic tickets. They often include a link to a website that is designed to look like the real one, the real official government page, except for it's not. They are trying to steal your personal information. So be careful. You're urged to delete the message, report them as spam, and never click on the link.
Yeah, man, I've been telling the kids that a lot lately here. You can't click on anything. It may look like it comes from something important, but email, text, don't click on it.
Yeah.
Good rule of thumb.
Yes.
The Missouri Public Service Commission has finished now a year-long investigation into Liberty Utilities. A new report says that tens of thousands of customers experienced billing or service problems after a new computer system was introduced in 2024. Some customers went months without receiving a bill, while others were sent multiple copies of bills. The commission has made 35 recommendations to improve operations and customer service. Liberty Utilities has until April 8th to respond to what the Public Service Commission found. A new state audit says the Missouri Department of Conservation is generally run well, but there's room for improvement. State Auditor Scott Fitzpatrick's report gave the department a positive overall rating. However, the audit found issues with how the Conservation Commission publicizes public meetings and keeps records of workshops. It also noted some inconsistencies in how salary policies were applied after employee promotions. Auditors say better documentation and consistent procedures could help improve transparency.
Okay. Springfield Nonprofit is receiving a major federal grant to support local food programs. Springfield Community Gardens has been awarded almost $1 million from the U.S. Department of Agriculture. That funding will support a project called Fresh Links, connecting food hubs and training farmers across Missouri. The project aims to reduce food insecurity and strengthen local agriculture.
All right. That's a good thing. There's a lot of what people need is, we tried that. We tried our own little garden. It didn't turn out so well. But when you can grow your own food, man, it goes a long way. And it's healthy.
I had high hopes.
It's healthy, too, because you know where it came from.
I started looking over the fence in that season of life. It wasn't healthy for me to look and be envious of the neighbors. I was literally my neighbors on both sides have this amazing overflowing, I would call super abundant gardens.
It was abundant. They were abundant.
My friend Denise, she's a prayer warrior. She was speak to that garden. You speak to it. And I was you're going to live and not die. And what actually happened, this is very interesting, is then the plants, the strawberry plants, the plant came up, the foliage, but no berries. Or maybe a couple of lame berries. And then
maybe you weren't specific enough.
I was clearly not. Clearly I wasn't. And
I tell you what's growing there now.
Weeds.
Lots of weeds. Yeah. Yeah. They're thriving.
Someday we're going to sell our house and whoever gets it is going to be so excited to have the raised bed.
To rip out that garden.
They're not going to rip it out. It's going to be great for them.
Yeah, okay. Kansas City Chiefs are adding a new quarterback to their roster. That would have been the lead if it's that story you're thinking of, but it's not. The team is reportedly trading for New York Jets quarterback Justin Fields. Kansas City will send a 2027 sixth-round draft pick in the deal, while the Jets will cover much of Fields' $10 million salary. He is expected
crazy. Sorry. I mean, you look at these salaries and then you wonder why the Chiefs are mad that the taxpayers won't pay for the upgrades.
Well, yeah, he's a backup too, $10 million.
That's what I mean. He's not even, yeah.
Yeah, anyway, he's going to be a backup to Patrick Mahomes, who, of course, is recovering and rehabbing now after surgery to repair a torn ACL that he suffered late in the season. Fields could see extensive practice reps during off-season workouts and training camp, and who knows? You got to be ready when they ring the bell, right? When they call your name.
Yep.
So we'll see how Patrick does in getting back.
All right. A Springfield native is returning to one of the world's most prestigious stages. Internationally acclaimed tenor Michael Spires will perform in the Metropolitan Opera's production of Tristan and Isolde.
Yeah, it's right? French or something. I don't know.
Did I say it right?
Isolde.
Okay.
I had to look it up because it's not spelled the way that,
right.
you would think.
Tristan and Isolda. There you go. The performance will be broadcast live March 21st as part of the Mets Live in HD series. Spires also serves as artistic director of Ozark's Lyric Opera here in Springfield. And he's going to be returning home next month to appear in the Lyric Opera's production of The Sound of Music.
We need to go to that. He is, he's incredible. I mean, he was named a couple of years ago. We told you about this. He was named like the #1 opera singer in the world. And he's from Springfield, man.
It's so cool.
It's unbelievable.
I know his father-in-law, and he's so great.
Yeah.
So it's kind of fun to have like a little connection, you know?
Well, he brought, last year maybe, he brought his family to Convoy of Hope. And they're all, I mean, the whole bunch is talented. Sister, wife, everybody is incredibly talented. And they came to Convoy. They took a tour. They were going to work with us on something, and an impromptu from the 3rd floor. We called everybody out to the atrium. They had no idea why, and he serenaded everybody just like that. We said, do you think you would mind if you could do this? And he's like, oh yeah, I'll do it. And then I went to his wife and I said, hey, I don't want to ruin his voice. Does he need to go warm up or something? She's like, he's good. Then he went out there and he started doing the Figaro. It was crazy.
That's hilarious. It's funny to me how I appreciate that you were worried about possibly ruining his voice, and you were
he's
like,
the
wait a minute.
#1 opera singer in the world.
It's like, I don't want to do this. Like, he doesn't actually need to do this. Like, it'd be cool, but it's okay if he doesn't. But when she says like, no, he's fine, that reminds me of when people ask us to like make an announcement, or I don't know, like introduce somebody at a concert, and like they act like we need preparation. I'm like, no, we're good. We got it. The other night, Ethan had to go say, table number 2, you've been dismissed for dinner. The guy's like, are you okay? Can you do that? Ethan was like, yep.
Got it. Well, now,
but I appreciate the question. I appreciate him like being concerned that you might need a script for that.
Now, it is true that saying table number 2, you're ready, it's your turn to go eat, is a little different from singing Figaro from the 3rd floor balcony to a group of 200 people.
But it's actually not. Like, that's what he does.
I didn't have to warm up a voice. But I guess he didn't either.
He could like do it in the bathroom, like just.
I didn't want his vocal cords to get broken somehow, and it to be our fault.
No, I mean, I agree. I appreciate you asking the question, but some people are like, "Do you need a moment?" Nope, we're good. I'm literally saying table number 2. It's time to eat. Okay, that's it. That's all I got.
All right. Have a fantastic Tuesday, and we hope to see you right back here on Wednesday to, move through this week as quickly as possible.
You need a smile. Remember the lady this
Somebody
weekend?
else told me I didn't smile enough.
She actually told me he didn't smile enough. Oh, there you go. He smiles when he's singing Figaro.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, brought to you by Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Temperatures are not a whole lot better this morning. We've got numbers starting out in the teens, wind chill values in the single digits. So bundle up. You need all the winter gear again early this morning. And the layers, hats, gloves, scarves, all of it. It's a frigid morning in the Ozarks. And we will warm up a bit today in comparison to yesterday, but it takes some time. And by the end of the week, we're going to forget all about this cold kind of winter snap that we had to start off the work week forecast. Conditions across the Ozarks today will remain dry. We had some critical fire danger conditions yesterday with those high winds. And I do expect that the winds calm down a bit for us today. They also change direction, and that is critical in our forecast. It's going to help us get into the upper 40s and low 50s for the high temperatures. It is another cold day across the region. We've got wind chill values in the teens again. I am expecting for chilly conditions through the course of the day today, and numbers are likely going to be topping out today near 50 degrees. We should have sunshine, at least early on, maybe some increasing cloud cover, though, through the afternoon. And as I mentioned, the winds are now out of the south for the afternoon forecast. About 10 miles an hour, maybe a bit breezy with gusts close to 20 at times. But temperatures remain cold today, and we are looking at a very quick warm up as we head into the second half of the work week. So if you're thinking about outdoor activities, choose the second half of the week. It looks a whole lot better. In fact, even by tomorrow, high temperatures could be back into the low 70s. We continue to climb on Thursday, and by Friday and Saturday, we could easily be in the 80s for the weekend. It will also be a stretch of dry days across the Ozarks, which is welcome. We've had quite a bit of rainfall in the last 3 weeks or so, even some wintry weather. So we could use the dry stretch. The ground's still a bit soggy in many locations, so the dry stretch will do us some good in that department. When we look at the forecast for the rest of the work week forecast, the warming is pretty incredible. We will have some cloud cover. There's a tiny chance we get a few showers with that today. Overall, this is a dry forecast, though. By the time we head into Wednesday, the starting time temperatures will be better. Numbers, in fact, above freezing overnight into early tomorrow. We'll have high temperatures approaching 70 on Wednesday. I think we're in the mid and upper 70s on Thursdays, and it's low 80s for us by Friday. We'll continue to climb with 80s sticking around for us for the weekend forecast. Around the country, here's what's making headlines. It's a big heat wave. We are talking major heat wave for the West Coast with daily record tying or record breaking high temperatures in the forecast for Southern California for a couple of days. We also have fire weather conditions for the South Central U.S. Temperatures are going to be warming up quite a bit, and they will definitely be toasty out on the West Coast. The severe weather yesterday in the mid-Atlantic has now moved on, but they are left with some breezy conditions and some lingering cloud cover and cold temperatures. All right, here's a look at that around the Ozarks wake up weather brain twister trivia question that I had for you yesterday. Which of these animals can hold its breath the longest underwater? And the options were A, the blue whale, B, the sperm whale, C, the sea turtle, or D, the elephant seal. And the answer is B, the sperm whale. Sperm whales can hold their breath for up to 90 minutes. In rare cases, sometimes even longer during deep dives. That far outlasts other marine mammals. Blue whales can hold their breath for about 30 minutes, elephant seals for around 2 hours, but mostly on the shallower dives. Sea turtles can hold them for several hours while resting, but not during active swimming. Those massive lungs and efficient oxygen let sperm whales hunt giant squid miles down deep in the ocean. So congrats if B, sperm whale, was your guess. Here's a trivia question that I'll leave with you for tomorrow. What was the original name of Mickey Mouse before Walt Disney changed it? Do you think he went by A, Marvin Mouse, B, Mortimer Mouse, C, Marty Mouse, or D, Mickey Rat? You can let me know your guess. That's at the website aroundtheozarks.com. Just as a reminder, it is free to enter, and we take all correct guesses from the week, enter them to a drawing at the end of the week, and one lucky winner gets $25 to Chicken Salad Chick. So enjoy lunch on us and enter the Brain Twister trivia question today. Thanks to our sponsors, Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Stay warm today. I'll be back to chat with you first thing tomorrow.